I back the... No way.
June brings with it a glut of gorgeous looking games on all platforms, but players lucky enough to have a PS5 are particularly excited for the month of E3 because it also sees the return of PlayStation's most iconic duo. Rift Apart marks the first time we've seen Ratchet and Clank blast onto screens since the movie tie-in reboot game from 2016. But it seems to be worth the wait as the franchise looks to be taking full advantage of the next-gen hardware. Can Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart live up to its bold ambition? Here are 5 reasons why it probably can. One of Rift Apart's core narrative hooks revolves around hopping to new dimensions instantaneously, a feat only made possible by the PlayStation 5's super fast SSD. Whereas previously, changing the geometry of levels on a mass scale would require some degree of hand-waving or hidden loading, this is the first Ratchet & Clank adventure able to instantly transport you to different planets at a second's notice. It's no surprise then that this is a feature that plays an important role in the story. Jumping between different dimensions in real time is an absolute must for Ratchet & Clank, as they follow arch-enemy Dr. Nefarious into an alternate reality where he has already won and started taking over the universe. Changing the surrounding scenery at rapid speed isn't just story related either, as an all-new glove gadget called the Rift Tether allows Ratchet to rapidly zoom from place to place by creating new dimensional cracks. Needless to say, this next adventure will never have you waiting around for long. Part platformer and part third-person shooter, this clever mixture of mechanics is a big reason why the Ratchet & Clank franchise has stayed fresh and exciting for so long. However, it looked and felt the smoothest way back during the PlayStation 2 days, when the initial trilogy could keep a steady 60 frames per second without hardly any screen tearing. This is a luxury longtime fans long thought they'd had to give up for good by the time Tools of Destruction released on PS3, but it returns now here in Rift Apart. We were recently given a glimpse at what a modern Ratchet & Clank game running at 60 FPS could look like, when Insomniac patched the 2016 reboot game to do so. Rift Apart promises to put this fully in the spotlight. However, similar to another recent Insomniac game, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Rift Apart players will initially have to choose between either 60 frames per second or ray-traced visuals. Either mode can be switched between from the menu at any time. We already know that the Dualsense controller is an amazing piece of tech, capable of immersing you further into games thanks to realistic haptic feedback and ingenious adaptive triggers. Most PS5 exclusive games have utilised these tools excellently up until now, so we don't expect Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart to be any different. It's particularly exciting in this case because the series is known for its incredibly inventive weaponry. We can only imagine how the Dualsense will react. Expect to feel a difference in the palm of your hands from when you use heavy guns compared to those that work as gloves or focus on rapid fire. Insomniac itself has already confirmed that holding down the trigger in various positions will affect such factors as fire rate, distance, amidst a handful of others. Most of the weapons in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart are totally new too, and what a great introduction to them it will be thanks to the DualSense integration. The PlayStation 5 has received a few exclusives so far that truly showcase the power of the tech, but Ratchet & Clank is the first PS5 only title with a mass appeal. Returnal and Demon's Souls were great, yet only appealed to a niche audience of hardcore players, while Astro's Playroom was a glorified tech demo that every new PlayStation 5 owner had free access to right out of the box. However, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is the first true boxed PlayStation 5 exclusive game sure to entice all family members and players of any age. As is now quite common to say of the franchise, this is the closest we've come to a playable Pixar game. Lead character Ratchet is thought to have been one of the few Lombaxes left in existence, and while we've seen other members of this alien race appear before in prior games, Rift Apart will mark the first time we're able to play as someone totally new. Rivet is the purple female Lombax we had been wondering about for the longest time, until it was recently revealed not too long ago that we'd be spending quite a long time with her. We know from trailers that Ratchet and Clank end up separated early on in the story, leading the latter to partner up with Rivet as they both try to make sense of this world where evil and menace is slowly taking over. Ratchet, meanwhile, is on a mission to get back to Clank, but in the meantime players on PS5 will get to experience both sides of this story as Ratchet and Rivet simultaneously. Only time will tell if Rivet has a unique skill set we've never seen from a Lombax before. Has Ratchet finally met his match, and what other parallels exist in this alternate universe? So there you have it, in terms of 5 reasons why we can't wait to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart when it releases on PlayStation 5 this June 11th. Can you come up with any more? Feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments section below. After that, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for even more videos like this. Until then, enjoy your weekend and happy gaming!